Your brain needs brain food. What do you mean by that? What I mean by that is this: your brain needs you to speak words that will feed it. You have over 100 billion neurons going through your brain, going through your mind, going through your brain. uh, and all of these neurons, they connect to other neurons. All of these things that are attaching to themselves. And so what is going on is this, is that they're waiting for your your mouth to speak words so that it goes through the loops that are necessary so that your brain feeds it to the rest of your body. It's like this relay station, but it's also like, here it is, it's saying go in this area, blood flow here, ideas flow here, all of these different kinds of things. And so what it is this: the words that you speak, how it is that you talk, whatever it is that you expect, you're going to get it. You have a great, and they call it superpower, but I call it a supernatural power, which is called the brain. You have a spirit brain and a physical brain. Well, your spirit brain moves so much faster that makes your physical brain move also. The Bible tells us this. It says that we are to renew our mind. The Bible also says something, that out of the abundance of your heart. Well, where is that heart? It's the heart of your mind. Out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth is speaking. So when I speak to myself, I have some discouraging days, and I'm sure you do too. Some of you are going through some just tumultuous situations, but what you say in that moment is going to be very important. I mean, you are going to be able to say things that are going to help you to come out of your situation. If you continue just to say what it is that you see with your physical eyes, then this is all that it is that you will have. You have this unique, this beautiful brain that only you have it. Did you know that your brain is like your fingerprints? No one has the exact brain but you. No one has the exact brain that you have. I was privileged to be able to see some of Dr. Amon's imaging many years ago. He had an office in Fairfield, California, and I would take my clients there so that I could get them scanned. And so as this happened, I learned a lot about how the brain works. I learned a lot more about how the brain looks and what to expect. And to realize that it's not just the physical food that you eat that feeds your brain, but it's the words that you speak. Do you realize your words are spiritual? Your words are powerful. Your words are pictures. Your words are manifestors. And the things that you speak, here it is, you have a pain, you talk about the pain, you start to fear having cancer, you start to fear having this, your business is not going to work, my family is never going to work, these kids or these situations or this thing is never going to change. And so what happens is this: you create a lazy brain. You create a stagnant part in your life where nothing is moving in the direction in which you want it to go. Out of the abundance of the heart, out of the abundance of your desires, your mind, your mouth needs to speak. Start to formulate pictures, because words are pictures and you're creating these words. Something happened to me just a couple of nights ago, or actually this whenever it was, at any rate, something happened that I'll share this little story with you. When I was coming up, my story is that nobody thought that I would succeed in anything. Nobody thought that I would be able to, from my mother to all kinds of people, no one thought that I would be able to achieve, that I was retarded, that I thought differently, that all of these things that they would say about me. You're going to have a house full of babies. You're going to be broke and poor all your life. And you need to learn how to clean house. You need to learn how to do this. You need to learn how to do this. Well, people say that, and it's true to some effect. People say your environment, where it is that you came from, that this is what shapes your life. I choose to differ with that. I beg to differ with that, because my environment was ugly. My environment was very dark. My environment was not one that was stimulating, saying that you can do and you can be and you can have and all of these things. But my environment here was more important than my environment there. I had this dream, and because I've been studying all day, I've been going through and doing a lot of studies. Well, in the midst of that, in the middle of in the morning when I woke up, all of these ideas came to me. And so what I had to do is I had to speak these ideas out. And if you know anything about doctor's writing, I do have doctor's writing. So I can write, and then by the time I look at it, I don't even know what it means. I have to ask my daughter to kind of help me to figure out what it is I meant. So I spoke it into a machine. I spoke these things, these ideas, and all into a machine. And then another thing happened. I had to minister a sermon. So I got to minister a sermon. And so what happened is this: all of these other ideas came, and I was able to write them down. All of the things that I had heard and different things that I had dreamed, they started to come to pass. I spoke these things out, and they were things that were going to help a lot of other people. I'm here to help you. This is not about me. You are important. Your brain is important. Your thoughts are important. You're maximizing the abilities that you have. Those things are important to you. Never let anyone else tell you how it is that you think. Never let anyone tell you, here is what you are to think, and here is how you are to think. So therefore, you are wrong if you don't think the way I do. There's many of you that may listen to me, and you don't believe the same way I believe about God. You don't believe the same way that I believe about marriage between a man and a woman, or abortion, or any of these other things. And it's really okay. I could care less about that. It does not matter. But you have the right. You have the right and the responsibility to utilize the brain that God has given you in order to be able to benefit you, benefit others, serve others in the manner in which you came into this earth for. You do not have someone says that this person doesn't have a whole brain. This person does not, their brain does not work. That is not true. There is a part of your brain, as long as you are living, as long as you're alive, and scientists are beginning to find this out, doctors are beginning to find this out, that here people are in a coma. And when someone reads to them and talks to them and interacts with them, something happens that awakens some things on the inside of them, because your brain is working. It's working when you're asleep. It's working when you're awake. It's working. The neurons, the transmitters, they're transmitting information. So what I'm saying to you is this: feed your brain with healthy words. Feed your brains with words that are going to give you life, going to bring life to other people, that are going to take you in the direction in which you want to go. When you first start using those words, when you first start saying those things, you may not believe it from your heart. You may even have doubts, but your brain does not know that. It does not know whether it's real or not. And what happens is this: it starts to work on your behalf to bring whatever it is that you are saying into your life. So change the environment in your head, and you will even change your address. I changed my address by changing my environment in my head. I was raised in the projects. I do not live in the projects anymore. I was raised without a lot of anything. I have a lot of stuff now. How it was, I was raised I was very insecure. I am definitely not insecure anymore. But if I had not started to talk to myself out loud in the mirror, speaking words that were taking me into the direction that I would go, I would probably be where a lot of people are that did not speak in that manner. I would probably be dead because of the sicknesses and things that have come into my life. So you speak to those things. You speak what it is that you want. Change your environment, change your address, change your environment in your head, and change your life. Remember, like this, there's information down there how you can get to the Optimize Your Brain Challenge, which we help people to go ahead and do that. In those 5 days, you change some of the things that are going on in your life so that now you have some place that you're going to go. Also, like or subscribe to, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then push the button, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.